There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun.
What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about GameStop. We're going to go over exactly what could potentially happen for this specific company moving forward. I'm also going to go over an update about the other potential companies that can provide a solid opportunity, which is going to be a short squeeze. Yesterday we talked about these companies. I'm going to go over exactly what could happen, what to do for these companies and what to look out for. I'm also going to go over a quick stock market recap, and we're going to go over some important economic reports we need to be watching out for tomorrow. So all this important information coming up. Now, before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. And we have more than 9,000 people that turn on notification, and make sure you turn it on. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date on recent activities that's going on with the stock market. So as you can see, we have GameStop stock up 92%, and after hours it's trading above $200. So it's up $61 in after hours alone. So there's been a lot of activity going on, a lot of billionaires that are getting involved in the action. One of the billionaires that put a spotlight on GameStop is Elon Musk. So he tweeted on his Twitter page, GameStop, and the Wallstreetbets Reddit group link. So if you go onto their link right now, there's a lot of action going on. Later on, we're going to go over exactly, some of the gains that they've been making and etc. But right now, the major catalyst that is driving this specific company to the upside, of course, is it's a short squeeze right now. But, these short sellers are not really backing up at this current moment in time. They're actually doubling down on their positions, So we have some important information that we're going to be talking about later on compared to other companies that are also experiencing similar type of moves where they're going up, 10, 20, 30%. If they have a short position of approximately more than 30%, they've been going up significantly. So we're going to talk about the other companies, but at the current moment, as you can see, short sellers are doubling down, even though they've lost more than $5 billion year to date at this current moment. So there's a huge momentum that is going on right now. There's a battle. Yesterday we talked about this. Basically is going to be who's going to be outlasting who. So we have another billionaire also, which is Chamath. He's also said he got into GME. He bought the $115 calls on GME this morning. So later on, we can also look at exactly some of the tweets that he'd be talking back and forth with Wallstreetbets. But as you can see, these are the top two catalysts that's been happening with GME stock, so it's been getting a lot of spotlights. Later on, we're going to also watch a video about exactly, Jim Cramer talking about what's driving this specific price and what could potentially happening pretty soon. So at the current moment and this point in time, when you look at GameStop stock, this is basically just starting out right now, since the short sellers are not backing down and they have more conviction on this specific company. So when you compare the short sellers to, let's say, for example, for Tesla, when Tesla was rallying up to the upside, they still were betting against Tesla stock, but Tesla is a very solid company fundamentally. There's a lot of potential for the company to grow in the future, and the short sellers were slowly backing down. If you look at the short seller report for Tesla stock, is backing down to the downside because Tesla started to become profitable. It got included in S&P 500, etc. So there's a lot of positive things going on for Teslas. When you compare to GameStop, this company doesn't have anything positive going out for it. Except for recently, there's been positive news that's been coming out. They changed some of the leadership, and they're saying they're going to be working on some of the important key positions. They're going to be changing. They're going to be more focused, instead of from retail, they're going to be changing it to online. So that is more of a positive shift on the company leadership or the company vision. And that was one of the things that started this entire move to the upside. So but at the end of the day, this company really does not have any significant fundamental thing that you can back up. That's why the shorts are not backing down. This is a solid short. This is a company where you definitely can be able to short, but they're over leveraged and they definitely are over the top. They're shorting more than 100% of the shares, and that is a significant recipe for a massive short squeeze. So what can happen for GME stock is This is just getting started. They're not covering. When you look at exactly the amount of shares that's still being short in this company, it has not gone down. So they have not even started to cover. So that means that this is just getting started. So this is going to be who's going to outlast who at the end of the day. So this can potentially last for a while, depending upon if people just hold their shares, not selling their positions. And we're getting a lot of attractions, from Elon Musk, and we have, other people, other billionaires are getting involved in this action. So we'll see what's going to be leading for this company, but it's not as far from over. The squeeze can last, and we have Wall Street bettors over saying that they're going to be holding till this company goes to $1,000. So we'll see if that's going to be possible. But the other companies that we talked about is going to be, we have AMC. This is a company also is up 12%, and after hours is also up 65.93% to the upside. So the squeeze can potentially continue to happen. A lot of people are getting attracted to, they're getting, everybody's being aware of, okay, what's GameStop, what's happening, what's the short squeeze. So when people hear that, that there's going to be a lot of sympathy plays that are going to be happening. One of the stocks we talked about was AMC, so the stock is up. This can have a potential continuation, but as I mentioned, these stocks can go up and down significantly a lot, so you have to be super careful. The other company that we also talked about was Bed Bath & Beyond. It's up 20%. After hours, it's up an additional 17%. So the stock is up to $43.25. So you have to be super, super careful and be like a day trader in this kind of situation. Day trading, swing trading it, unless you have a convicted player, a convicted stock that's going to be committing, just like for GameStop. There's a lot of people that are convicted, they're holding their shares, they're not selling when the stock goes up, significant, when their position goes up significant, they're not selling, so they're not holding it. They're saying it's our position. They have a lot of conviction. This is a group of retail investors that are betting, they're trying to fight against Wall Street. So that is really fantastic to see, to look at when the underdogs are winning, just like in the movies, people watch a lot of movies, people support the underdogs. So these are the underdogs right now. So that's why you're seeing, billionaires participating in the action. He's saying he's buying it, and he's talking to people on Wallstreetbets and etc. It's really motivating to see, to look at. So we have this individual we talked about last time. He was up $2 million. Now he's up to $5.7 million. And we have a lot of memes that's been posted to on the Wallstreetbets page. We have this company, we have this user posted, Elon Musk, GameStop. There's a lot of memes and a lot of chatter going on right now, a lot of excitement. They're winning the war right now, and tomorrow we'll see what's going to happen. We might see a continuation move to the upside, but these swings are going to be drastic. It might go below, $100. It might go to 200, 250, 300. So it's definitely going to be swinging up and down a lot. So you definitely have to be super, super careful when it comes to getting involved in it. So now let's hear from, what's happening, what's the main media, what are they talking about this specific company. So we're going to be hearing from CNBC, we're going to be hearing from, Jim Cramer, and people talking about exactly what could potentially happen to GameStop, and also what other companies like AMC and Bed Bath & Beyond, what could potentially happen for this specific company. And of course, later on, we're going to be talking about what happened in the stock market and what to watch out for tomorrow. But first, let's check out this video.
It's the Wall Street bets people, and they have ganged up. Arguably, it's allowed by free speech purposes to center on a few stocks. GameStop, and arguably the reason why they're in it is because this fellow Ryan Cohen, who look, Ryan did a great job on spot. Oh, he did a great job on Chewy. So people get very excited. He bought a lot of stock at 8, almost 15%. He joined the board last week. That makes people excited.
Right.
But what's most important, David, is it's concerted, but it may be protected by free speech. And this is the paradigm. You're going to see it for Bed Bath & Beyond, using a loop upgrade. You're going to see it for Adam Aaron's company, AMC. They're going to go after that one. Now, David,
I've seen it. I'm already seeing it. And, Jim, I do feel like we've seen some of this movie before. It does have reminiscence for me, certainly of the late 90s. In particular, the vitriol of some people if you challenge their established belief in any way. And the ability to coordinate in some way, even though they're not necessarily coordinating. What's going on in GameStop right now conceivably could take a couple of firms out, hedge funds, if they were stupid enough to be shorted all the way.
And option sellers.
And option sellers, because of the fundamentals here. You had a downgrade of it at 65 by Dana Telsey, who pointed out it was trading already at 33 times enterprise value over EBITDA. 33 times for a retailer. By the way, a retailer that many would argue is not particularly well positioned, Jim. Now, that's a fundamental debate that everybody's certainly welcome to have. But what's going on now is a bit different than that, and not to mention the things you brought up on Friday involving the short seller Andrew Left and the threats that he had gotten as well.
Look, this is one of the situations. The early morning action is looking to be forced covering, and that's from the short calls that were exercised on Friday, and there's no stock around. Open interest in this one in the 60s, it's insane. I want to thank my friend Tim Collins, who does option work on this. And there is...
But you can borrow. The borrow's easy. And it's 140%, 44% short.
The borrow is
yeah.
easy, but the mechanics are rather shocking. And Carl, what I think is happening, I disagree with David that is reminiscent in the 90s.
Okay. From
the point of view of it's not necessarily froth here. It's the mechanics of the market are breaking down because it's arguable that these people are all one group. But my securities lawyer said, listen, free speech covers it. So you can have cheerleaders buy. It's no different, Carl, than an analyst saying, listen, buy GameStop, it's going to 200. So I think it's protected speech. I do believe that, yes, like David says, there are going to be companies that can't get through this. But it is Wallstreetbets. It's worth going to the site because it's incredibly compelling. You'll see what they're saying. You may think it's froth, but they're using arguments that they think hold up under scrutiny. I don't think they do, but it doesn't matter what I think.
As you can see over here, we have the overall stock market that actually slided down to the downside. Tomorrow we have major companies like Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. They're going to be reporting earnings, so that is going to be significant. So be on the lookout for that. And we also have Jerome Powell press conference at 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. So be watching out for that. If you're somebody that's looking at the overall stock market, if you want to open up a swing, day trade position, be on the lookout for that. Also, before the market open, we have the durable goods orders. FOMC meeting is going to be happening also at 2 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. And if you want to join the Discord chat or sign up for Webull, there's going to be links available. Let's listen to the song that we're listening at the beginning of the video. So all the credit goes to the people that created this song. So we're going to be finishing this song from the beginning to the end. Hope you enjoy it. If you want to participate on GameStop, be super careful, manage your risks. But I catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.